I've not got the receiver, have I? Day 13 and Ben has done no training and he's losing his fucking mind. Today is Thursday and I compete on Saturday at England's Most Powerful. I am very excited, but I am also losing my fucking head as I haven't trained in 13 days. I think it's 13 days. It'll be 15 days by the time I compete. So it's either 14 days today and it'll be 15 days tomorrow and then I compete. It's 13 days tomorrow and then 15 when I compete. I can't remember. Far longer than normal. And obviously that has been because of illness. I'm just packing my bag up now alongside my shoes bag. A lot less stuff than when I competed at Boston's because I haven't got the truck pull in the mix. So instead of I think last time I had like 5 pairs of shoes or something. I've actually only got 2, I think, this time. No, 3. Prep's been interesting as I haven't been able to do my typical amount of accessories, admittedly because of stress, but also time and just trying to put things together in a way that's sensible. Like stress levels have been that high that they've impacted on training. A lot of that was because of hosting Lincolnshire's Most Powerful, which is the competition that I now run every year. This year was our first year, first time I've ever ran a comp, and it was fucking terrifying. It was very similar to competing for the first time in the sense that I was flapping like 10 weeks before the competition that I wasn't going to be ready and we didn't have enough stuff sorted, and naturally, just like with competing, as you get closer and closer to game day, everything kind of comes together, and that was very much the same with Lincolnshire's Most Powerful, where at 2 weeks out I was very calm, confident, because everything was falling into place quite nicely and everything had got sorted and whatnot, but it was just stressful. I'd not done it before, so that sort of has had its impacts with this prep, but it's not making excuses. I'm excited. I'm definitely at my strongest. You know, the work that I have done, the event work that I've been doing in preparation for this has been good. I've hit PBs massively along the way, so I'm excited just to get out and mingle with the lads that I'm competing against. You know, I know I'm competing against some good lads as long as they all turn up. I know the standard's quite high, so that's going to be great. It's definitely the heaviest, the biggest competition I've ever done, so very, very excited just to see where I land. I recognise that I am at a slight disadvantage, sort of, in the deadlift, as its suits are allowed. My suit didn't turn up until late and I'm shit in a suit, to put it bluntly. I need more time, more exposure in a suit to get better at it, and that was time I just didn't have. Suit's fantastic. I've got one of the Chaos suits, brilliant suit. Thought I was going to be alright in a couple of the single ply suits that I've got, but I just don't get on in them at all. They're too small for me, and with that, like, they're too small in the torso, so they just don't fit me at all. It's carnage. So I've got a suit that fits, multiply suit that I absolutely love. I just need to be able to lift in it, and I'm not very good at that at the moment. That's a job for off season, so I'm going to be pulling raw, which, to be honest, has sort of come with its own excitement. I do prefer pulling raw anyway, but it does like put me at a disadvantage in the comp, so I'm excited to get hopefully some PBs in the mix, although that is the 3rd event in, so we'll see how that goes. Like, I have been poorly, which sucks. I've never been ill before a competition before, but I am all fit and healthy now to an extent. I got a little bit of a cough, but had a shakeout yesterday with my MMA coach, and we just did some cage wall work and stuff like that, which is really cool. Did a couple of rounds at the end, which got me absolutely blown out my arse. I wasn't blowing out of my arse to the point where it was concerning, so it's not a really gassy comp that I'm doing on Saturday anyway, but even still, like, I don't think lungs are necessarily going to be an issue. I might end up coughing and spluttering in between events, but oh well. One thing's for sure is, even when I was really, really ill last week, I knew that it meant that competition was going to be compromised, but there was no way on the planet I was pulling out. I did have a moment at about like 6 weeks out where I thought that I was going to pull out. Stress was just really high, things weren't going well in the suit, and I was like, what am I doing? What's the point? Why don't I just go into off season, build, and then go and have a good year next year? And then a couple of chats with like some people in my circle put me straight back on track and reminded me that I'm not the guy that pulls out of comps, and they're absolutely right. That's not my thing. I'd much rather turn up to comp with one arm and half a leg and still compete than pull out. We're doing it, boy, and I'm excited. The only bit of training I have done, admittedly, in the last 2 weeks because of illness was I did some farmers walks. We did some farmers walks on Tuesday this week, and I only did 10 meters with comp weight farmers, and it's the best they've ever moved and the best they've ever felt. So I know I'm strong, I know I'm good, that's fine. There is that little bit of panic or worry that I know my strength is peaked, but have I passed that peak strength curve? Have I passed that point And have I missed the peak? Did I peak technically too soon because I should have had some more time to be able to have exposure 2 weeks before comp and then, you know, recover the week before comp? Hasn't worked like that. I was ill 2 weeks out from comp. There was no way I was doing any training. So we're all right. I think I'm going to be fine. I'm just excited to go. I've got Harry coming with me to look after me, but I've also got my coach, the loveliest giant on the planet, Big Josh Maley. He's coming down. Some of you are aware that me and Josh worked together all the way through my bodybuilding days. I've kept him on as my coach, running my nutrition and helping with my cycles and supplements as well. He runs everything for me, and he also looks after me in terms of my psychology as well. Me and Josh are very much on a level when it comes to mindset, and where I can sometimes be a worrier and a little bit panicky, Josh is very cool, calm and collective. And I just couldn't imagine doing what I do without Josh being in my corner. Although he isn't a strongman coach, he very much is going to be able to do a good job of looking after me in terms of my food, looking after me in terms of my cycles and supplements, but also my mindset as well. I just couldn't imagine not having him in my corner. There's no way that was changing. Plus, I also don't have an overly emotional relationship with my training. Like if I have a bad session, that doesn't change much in terms of programming. If I have a good session, I'm not gonna ego lift and start doing 1 rep maxes. Like, I'm not that guy. So in terms of programming, I know what works for me. I've been coaching Strongman for over a decade now. I know how to write a program, I know how to make sure it works, I know how to auto-regulate in a manner that makes sense as opposed to auto-regulating through emotion. Put myself in a position where I can be strong, and I've done that time and time again for myself. I used to program myself back in the day. I've always enjoyed doing that, so I don't feel I need, at this point, a coach for my own training programming. But having someone in my corner on competition day, which is Harry, and someone in my corner for my nutrition, my mindset, supplementation and stuff, that's what Josh does and that's what he's there for, and it just makes sense to do that. Yeah, without further ado, I'm going to carry on packing my bags and then go and eat some more and sleep some more and shave my head, because this is dismal. This needs to go.
How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling fucking shit.
Oh. Do you need a coffee?
I need 8 coffees.
Do you need a coffee?
I need to train.
Alright.
I got a problem. I'm addicted to lifting weights.
Would you like a coffee?
I'm addicted.
Would you like a coffee?
Please leave, I need to fart. 109.2 thousand views on my Instagram in the last month. 803 interactions, 91 new followers, 74 unfollows.
Anything from the trolley?
Yeah, once the camera's off I might say yes, but whilst the camera's on now I just keep chicken and rice. You love 4 fingers though, don't you?
Yeah, baby. No one knows what I look like.
They do know what you look
They
like.
don't.
They do know what you look
Not everyone. Who do I look like? Oh no, what
like.
else?
Who do you look like? Butterbean. Your doppelganger. Butterbean.
Mm-hmm.
Real name, Eric.
Going to the gym to get a fucking woolly axe. I've got bald head. I know that much. Weather's not great, is it? It's alright now, but it's not meant to be great. I'm already north. I think they normally do it like under a giant porch. I'm not so sure about what farmers and sandbag carry will be like, because they're normally done outside. And neither of those are fun in the rain. Wet handles with 140 kilo per hand isn't going to be particularly fun. And a wet sandbag is also not going to be fun. Hey ho, we'll all be in the same boat. It is what it is. No, it's not here. This is the gym, mate. We're not doing this again. God, no.
Well, we are, but not here.
Yeah, we're doing Strongman again. I'm competing this time and it ain't here. Yeah, right, what are we after?
Fruit shoots for Tommy, please. Fruit shoots? HQ. Yeah, boy.
Getting in and out of the car is slowly but surely getting my arse out.
You've not got pants on?
I have got pants on. I've got pants and undershorts on under here. But they're all working with each other to slowly but surely present my
140 kilo peach to the world. Event 1, 130 kilo log for reps. Event number 2 will be 140 kilo farmers. 50.
I love farmers.
Yeah, not those type of farmers. They're slightly different type of farmers. 140 kilo per hand, 15 metre drop turn, 30 metres total. Event 3, 320 kilo deadlift for reps, just a normal deadlift bar, plates from the floor, standard height. Suits are allowed, no suit for me. Event number 4, 150 kilo sandbag carry, 15 metres return, 30 metre total. Final event is a 170 kilo Atlas stone for reps over a bar, 48-inch bar height.
Do you know who you're up against? Is it new class? Is there any?
I can't remember the names. I did have a little look. I do things slightly differently than what a lot of people do. So when I look to see the other athletes in my competition, I'm looking in the hope that they're good. So yeah, I have had a look this time round. Normally I don't bother looking because it doesn't really make the world a difference. But because there's only 6 of us, I was hoping that I'm competing against really, really high caliber lads that have done England's qualifiers and so on. And as long as they all turn up, that very much is the case. There's 6 of us, 4 of them have done England's qualifiers, and then the only person that hasn't is Josh, who I coach. And just so people are aware, I didn't enter a competition that my client had already entered. I entered the competition first, and then Josh asked whether it'd be an idea for him to compete in it. And I'm totally okay with that, which I know might seem a little bit odd because I've definitely had opinions on this in the past, the idea of a coach competing against a client. The only reason I'm totally okay with it is Josh is very much hot favourite to win and considerably better than I am. So realistically, I see Josh winning today. And if he doesn't win, it's because something's gone wrong. I don't think there's anyone in that lineup that can really get close to him. He's very much on another level and very much ready for taking that step towards England's strongest man qualifiers and heading his way in towards Giants' lives. Like, he's that good. So that's why I don't really have an issue competing with him, because we're not really close on anything. Because the discomfort there for me would be competing against a client and beating them. I'd find that quite uncomfortable, because it's like I've entered a competition to take away my own client's glory, which just, the whole concept seems a bit daft and a bit odd. But I know that's very much not the case, because Josh is better than me on every single event by a considerable manner, or a considerable way. So other than Josh, all the other lads are England's qualifiers, and from my understanding, they're all pretty good. So I don't know how good, and I kind of don't care, but I know they've all got good opens comps under their belt, and I'm just keen to see how close I can get, how far I can go, how much I can hang with these lads. To be fair, there's absolutely zero pressure on me this time round, as it's my first time competing at this kind of standard. I've already explained before that I'm at a slight disadvantage with not being in a suit in the deadlift, but I know what I'd like to do, and I'm just going to get in and do the best I can and hope that my body will let me.
Let's go! Come on, Ben! Come on, Ben!
Good.
Let's go! Nice! Let's go! Come on!
Yeah. Easy money, baby.
Come on.
Easy money. Good. Great clean. Here we go, man. Good for time.
Let's go. I mean, I could send it to you in framed if you had fallen off. Fit check. How you feeling?
Rough, but all right. If it wasn't for my knees, I'd feel mint. To be fair, it's only my knees. Everything else is good. Cock's fine.
Checking, he says he was on plan this week, realised that meal 4 was a Guinness, yeah?
Yeah, I'm perfectly on time actually, yeah.
Ah, love.
Results for England's most powerful man 2025. Third place, Ben Stacey. Powerful man 2025, Josh Stanley.
You're like,
We're done. How you feeling?
yeah, good. Knees are a little bit banged up.
They didn't do a truck.
No truck pulls this time, big boy. Knees are a little bit banged up, but everything else is good. I definitely felt worse after lighter competitions, which is very exciting. Is Fishing Independent still open? Yeah. Yeah, realistically, I don't think I could have done any more. I don't think anything could have gone any better other than just having better knee health, which is something I'm very aware of and I need an off season to work on. Couldn't have changed that going into the competition. Was only half a point off second. We thought I'd done enough to be in second, but there was a little bit of a mistake on points. So it turns out I was half a point behind. But I'm not worried about that. I didn't go into this competition heavily focused on placings. I came into this competition wanting to just perform at my best and feel like I can hang at this level, and I think I did a good job of doing that, didn't I?
Yeah.
Highlight of the day, 320 kilo deadlift for 3 reps, raw, no straps. I did put it down after the 2 reps, went to pull a third. Something was off positionally, and I don't know what because I haven't seen it back yet, but it felt welded to the floor. So I went to leave it, but then Harry showed me the time, like the godsend he is, and I quickly saw that I had only used up 19 seconds and I had a further 40 seconds left, so I took a good 20-25 seconds to recover and ended up just fucking nailing that 3rd rep. I couldn't quite believe it went up, to be fair.
And it went up smooth like your first one.
Yeah. I mean, it took a lot. I recognise that I am quite an explosive deadlifter in the sense that you'll never really see me like properly do a slow, nasty grinding rep. It'll either move smooth or it won't at all. But I was very happy with the sandbag run because my knees were shot to shit after log. I was happy with log. I did 4 reps, which matches the most I've ever done in training. I was 1 rep disallowed, so I ended up with 3. But even if I'd have got 5, which would have been big for me, it wouldn't have changed anything in the standings. Unfortunately, there was only 3 of us today. There was originally 6, but 3 blokes didn't turn up.
There was meant to be 7 actually.
Yeah, I think maybe 7, but yeah. So there's only 3 of us, so I came last, but I got a trophy for my efforts, which is nice because it means a trophy gets to go up in the gym, and that always looks good. And for me, that trophy represents the deadlift. And that's okay. It doesn't, you know, this comp never was anything to do with placings, and I really didn't feel like I lost either, as the gentleman that came second is a very established athlete at a good level and has done England's qualifiers and stuff before, is from what I'm told, and a big old unit as well. So, you know, obviously I put myself at a slight disadvantage on the deadlift, but on everything else I was hanging with him. So yeah, I just slightly healthier knees, and I probably could have done a little bit more damage and got myself into second. So that's the main thing that we need to work on. At the stone I was very, very happy with. I managed 2.5, I'd almost say 2.885, 2.95 of a rep. I didn't quite get the third. It's the stone was horrendous, absolutely covered in concrete dust. So basically reapplying tacky after every rep.
Do you think if it wasn't, you'd have got more?
If it was a sticky stone,
yeah,
off the way the first rep felt, I'd have got 5 to 7. Yeah,
wow,
with how it felt. First rep felt great. I was like, oh yeah, we've got this. And as soon as I let go of the stone and it rolled back towards me, I caught sight of my hand, and my whole hand and arm was black. And I was like, right, I've got basically no tacky at this point. And I went to grab it and just nothing bit, and it just slipped. So I rolled it off its flat spot, applied some tacky, and then managed to get a bite on it. Second rep moved great. Third rep come in, I was like, let's just have it. And I went down for it. Managed to get the tiniest little bit of a bite after 2 or 3 goes. Managed to get it on my lap. And then when I extended, although the stone felt solid, as I was extending, my hands started to slip. And once your hands shift backwards, you've lost that like purchase on the top of the stone, so then you can't lift and extend, and I just couldn't get it over. So it was just a little bit frustrating, but not the end of the world. And the reality of it is the third rep would have only got me joint first, and actually that would have probably been enough. Josh technically needed to just do 1 rep and he'd have won. But very happy for Josh. Nice to get a client win at a level of that caliber as well. So that I'm very, very happy with. You know, there's a lot more to this than just me competing. So yeah, very happy to see Josh do so well. Zoe absolutely smashed it. She came second, and similar sort of situation to myself, where she was never touching the girl in first place, because the girl in first place is just of a completely different caliber. She's like an OSG under 82 kilo champion. She's very, very good, and that's like a recent champion as well. I think it was 2024, if my memory serves me well. So Zoe wasn't getting really close to her, although I think she was very, very close on a couple of the moving events, which is where Zoe definitely capitalises. But yeah, all in success. Farmers was probably the only one I was a little bit disappointed with, but that was just because I had so much knee pain. I couldn't do what I needed to do based off of that. But my knee pain didn't really stop me from doing anything else successfully. Like the sandbag went really well despite knee pain. Stones went well despite my knees being shit. So
did the farmers look as gross as they were?
Yeah, they were horrible. The handles themselves were horrible, but I had them, and on the drop turn I'd have had them better. But the reality of it is I was very aware that the guy that was in second was probably going to beat me anyway, and I just didn't want to knacker my knees up anymore, especially giving myself, like, my biggest fear with my knees would be a full detachment of the patella tendon. So there is an element of fear in there when my knees are that bad. Like, with every single step, that felt like my knees were going to explode. And although I got 15 meters, I wasn't prepared to drop turn it and bring it all the way back. And I was like, sod it. Like, the worst that's going to do is put me in third. Like, at least I did some distance. Doesn't mean I zero the event. So yeah, not overly worried. Just frustrating because with healthier knees, I definitely could have beat the guy that comes second. I've moved farmers well, and I could have moved those farmers well. But hindsight's a wonderful thing, and at the end of the day, like, if my knees are fucked, my knees are fucked. So I'm not bitter about anything. So yeah, very, very happy. Excited to sit back tonight with a bit of dinner and just watch some of the footage back and see how things moved from a different perspective. So we have lots and lots of exciting stuff for you coming up, including more and more content. So if you don't already, please subscribe to us. Make sure you hit the little notification bell so you find out when my videos have landed, as we have lots and lots more content coming. If you don't already, follow me on Instagram, Coach Ben Stacey, as we are pushing for bigger and better things. But until next time, peace, love and cake.